morning again and a warm welcome. Thanks for taking time and joining in for today's live conference on the topic Industry 4.0. The rise of new digital industrial technology known as Industry 4.0 is a transformation that makes it possible to gather and analyze data, enabling faster, more flexible, and more efficient processes to produce higher quality goods at reduced cost. Although we cannot predict with certainty the types of jobs that will exist in future, we know that today's students will need a variety of skills, 21st century skills. What are the best ways to provide all students with authentic, unique, and innovative learning experiences that will foster the development of essential skills? How can students prepare themselves for jobs which may not exist yet in our ever-changing world? Let us hear from our four esteemed speakers today. The first speaker for the day is Dr. G.V. Muthu, a technopreneur, educationist, and a technology evangelist. Dr. Muthu is a founder of GAP. He has worked as a professor, set up business schools in UK and Australia, and developed high-value digital technology products for education and finance services. A technology evangelist, Dr. Muthu is a master in blockchain and digital marketing technologies. He has co-founded a number of tech startups like Brugu Technologies, ADMI, Alvin Technologies, to mention a few. Without much ado, I would want to hand over the session now to Dr. Muthu.
Okay. So, thank you for introduction, Shafali. Thank you so much. I will be presenting info to do with digitization, networking, and IoT. We need to understand what is IoT in the first place. So it is actually defined like Internet of Things. So if you look at the definition which is given here, physical object, which you call as a things, it can be your TV, fridge, air conditioner, your door lock, your alarm, anything you name it, that comes under physical object. There are wide range of things: washing machine, tumble dryer, cooker, your car, things like this. So physical object, which is called the things, that are embedded with sensors and software and other technologies for the purpose of connecting the exchanging data with other devices and the system over the internet. So basically, we are bringing this all our objects which is used in our day-to-day life, and trying to consolidate them, utilizing the direct or remote sensor technologies, which is connected to a software, which are controlled through remotely using internet, because internet is everywhere. So it's like you can control your washing machine. Let's say you wanted to on your washing machine in Chennai, you can do it from America. So that's the leverage you have. And also having this data into it, that allows us to make decisions and make more of AI-enabled solution to it. So you can see this IoT is something big is coming up. The IoT is bridging the physical, digital, cyber, and virtual world together. This is you can see this how it is going to impact the career development for the people who get into this industry. So digitization, networking, and IoT. So IoT has given a new life of upgradation, adaptation, innovation, and networking among various sectors, which are left out during the internet revolution. For example, internet came into our life, which has transformed quite a lot in our life in terms of software. Now you can see there's internet revolutionized, moved into blockchain, AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence, the cloud computing. There are so many avenues are opened up. So what is left out in this is the items, the object which we have used. So one of the object, the couple of objects I would say, like your laptop is very much connected with the internet. Your mobile phone recently got widely hooked up into the internet. But what about your door lock? What about your switch? What about your TV? What about your washing machine? What about your cooker? What about your iron? So many equipments which you use, they are not part of this internet revolution. So the IoT of things, which is the next level to embed them into the system, which will give a greater control of your day-to-day life, which is smart technology. So process to amalgamate physical object to virtual world by data-driven activity and decision-making will surely enable the overall efficiency of any activity, so be it home or business. So whether it is, you can manage your home smartly, you can, mom can monitor baby, and the alerts is, it's a vast area. Almost we are trying to bring everything into IoT. For example, recent the Alexa equipment is replacing the remote control. So you just talk to Alexa and it does everything for you. So things are changing in a drastic speed. So digital single market DS. So IoT technology are key enabler of the digital single market, which will have potentially significant impact on the creation of job and growth, along with the providing opportunities for IoT stakeholders in deploying and commercializing IoT technologies and applications within the global marketing. So the beauty is the concept has actually reinvented the wheel of career opportunity. For example, a washing machine manufacturer company which has got opportunity to upgrade themselves to adopt into the new change of the technology. You see this, there is a huge opportunity in here. So this will create an amazing single market, a global market for all the manufacturers and sellers and service providers, and also the people are given a more freedom to move around and able to have a control of the home and business. Skill, upskill, reskill, and career opportunity. So how this is brought career opportunity to the existing staff working in the company, or the graduates who are already studying and looking forward to move into the career ladder. As I told you, a washing machine manufacturing company who needs to install a chip and connect this the physical washing machine, which was left alone, operated manually. Now they need to upgrade, where they require the software engineers, the microchip installing guy, hardware engineers, the internet experts to integrate this into the IoT. So what happens is automatically the existing staffs need to be upskilled or reskilled, and or get the new guys into this industry and to bring them in. For example, a computer graduate did not had a place in washing machine manufacturing place before, but now he has. So this is the career opportunities which IoT brings to you. Almost all manufacturing industry, anything you name it. So that has revolutionized the way they look at the product. So that has created a more avenue for the people to come into the job and get them skilled. So it has opened a huge opportunity to young graduates to get skilled in this industry while doing the regular degree course to make themselves industry ready. So the IoT, the digitization networking, you see how much it is impacting the career growth and the employability of the people, the industry. So if you look at the quick report on IoT growth stat. So worldwide spending on the Internet of Things, a forecast to reach 745 billion is 2019. There's a world report now. I have actually added from historical to the future, an increase of 15.4% over the 646 billion spent on 2018. So 646 to 745. It's important that we just catch up a little bit with the historical data. According to new update to the International Data Corporation, IDC, worldwide semi-annual Internet of Things spending guide, IDC expects worldwide IoT spending will maintain a double-digit annual growth right through 2017 to 2022 forecast period and surpass 1 trillion market in 2022. So you see, it's growing very well. When there is a growth driven by the need, demand, and innovation, obviously it will stimulate the need for the new skill sets among the people. So my conclusion is, I think Professor Rath has not given much time. So I would like to keep it short and sweet so you can go and do more research. My conclusion is IoT bring all sector to the digital change. This is the Internet 2.0, connecting, upgrading, and changing the society as a whole towards new level of functioning altogether. This paradigm shift will bring new career opportunity to existing and new jobs. It's time for education institutions to enable themselves with a competence-based training method, focus on skill enabling outcome-based activity for the learners. So the regular teaching of degree is not going to be sufficient. So we might have to bring in a competence-based learning, which is the Advanced Digital Marketing Institute, GAIP. Our group is trying to do, which enable the people to enter into this job market, which is already growing in a fast pace. So this is, I would like to conclude here. Thank you so much, madam. I hand over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Muthu, for giving this enriching session on IoT. Your session has actually given an insight into how our future would be and how our normal day-to-day operations will reshape. In fact, though your session, as you say, was short, it has invoked a lot of interest, and I'm sure audience would be more than happy to go through it in greater detail. As you have mentioned, IoT will also make the dumbest devices smarter. So it's just that, you know, we have to cope up to meet these expectations. Thanks once again, Dr. Muthu. Our next speaker for the day is Dr. Sabyasachi Rath. He is going to give a keynote address on Industry 4.0, Upskilling and Reskilling for Career 4.0. An academician par excellence, a sales and marketing professional, a corporate trainer, and a marketing consultant. Dr. Rath has 25 years of rich and blended experience and expertise in industry, academic, research, and consulting. Dr. Rath has been associated with various corporate training programs as lead trainer for organizations like ONGC, INR, Indian Airlines, Group 4, 3S, Securitarians, Yvonne Tires, IVRCL Infra, and many more. He has been sales promotion and marketing consultant to brands like Idea Cellular, The Hindu, Organic Thali, Isla, Binder, and many more. Dr. Rath has published 47 research papers in various national and international journals and presented 70 papers in various conferences. Dr. Sabyasachi has authored textbooks on branding, marketing nuggets, and digital marketing for universities. He has scripted, directed, and delivered around 20 educational programs for television and radio. Currently, Dr. Rath is chief editor and publisher of the digital business magazine, Marketing Guru. Dr. Rath, I hand over the session to you.
Shefali, thank you, Professor Muthu. I will connect with what my earlier speaker, Professor Muthu, said. The emergence of Internet of Things, the digitization and the connectivity that is really spreading all over, and everything is changing. Our lifestyle, the business, the economy, the finance, like all over the world is undergoing a tremendous transformation, what's called the renaissance. And in this context, when the industry is changing, obviously the opportunities for job and career are also changing. So the topic, which is very, very relevant in today's context, particularly for the youth and particularly for the graduates who are looking for making a career, has to very seriously focus on this aspect of the Industry 4.0 going ahead. Now, as we go ahead, let's understand what is this Industry 4.0. If you look at the industrial revolution, the beginning of the industry was what we call the Industry 1.0 was based on the mechanization, the steam engine concept. So in this time, the industry was available, or one industry was mostly for people who were looking for a livelihood, because the first time the industrialization process was happening. Now from mechanization and steam engine, it moved to the mass production and assembly line in using the electrical energy. So that was denoted as the Industry 2.0. So slowly from a steam engine concept, we moved to the electrical power concept based industrialization. Then the Industry 2.0 had a very large leap to Industry 3.0, where computers and automation came. Remember the IBM concept, the IBM revolution, where electronics, computers, and automation became the norms of the industry. And from them, today what we are talking is Industry 4.0, where we are talking about the cyber world, the physical systems are connected, what Professor Muthu said, Internet of Things and networking. So this is what Industry 4.0 in terms of the revolution. So if you look at the growth, Industry 1.0 was more focused on the agriculture. 2.0 was on mass production and manufacturing. 3.0 was automation, computer and electronics, and 4.0 was digitization, IoT and networks. And what we are talking today is the 4.0. Now, to be very precise, basically it's industrial revolution, phase of industrial revolution, where the focus is mainly on the interconnectivity, automation, and machine learning and real-time data. And it's all about connecting the physical objects with the digital technology and enabling a better collaboration and better accessibility throughout the stakeholders in the whole system. So this is all about the Industry 4.0, the concept. Now, if you look at the job market for or in Industry 4.0, if you look at the Industry 1.0, 2.0 and 3.0, you will find there were demand for more government jobs in Industry 2.0. There are jobs mostly for IAS, civil services, banking services, doctors and engineers. So anytime there was discussion in the family about making a career, it was mostly concentrated on these 4 or 5 select areas. Slowly that became for the IT jobs in the Industry 3.0, computer and automation technology. Today, in Industry 4.0, as it starts, what's going to be the highlights of the industry job market, Industry 4.0 job market is, if you look at the demand, there will be demand for independent contract jobs. So there is a change, there is a shift in the type of nature of jobs that are going to be available or in demand in Industry 4.0. It's contract-based jobs. It will be time-bound jobs. The demand for online platform jobs, contract farm jobs, on-call jobs, and freelancing jobs. So if you look at the demand for these areas, you can understand there will be lesser and lesser demand for full-time jobs. So the kind of jobs where you used to go 10 to 4 kind of jobs, that is slowly going to go out, get out of the system. So full-time jobs will be very, very less. 10 to 4 PM officers will be past. Only will remember that, okay, there was a kind of job like this in the history. Third point is very crucial. There will be demand for multi-skilled candidates. Now, there will be no specialization alone. You have to be multi-skilled tomorrow if you want to really make a career in Industry 4.0. Work from anywhere job will be more. That's already happening. If you look at the Hyderabad market today, find Deloitte, a company which is known for the IT services, have already surrendered 3 buildings in Hyderabad out of 4 office buildings to the builder. They're only retaining 1 building because people are working from home anywhere. So the real estate market is crumbling because of this. So changes are happening like this. So employee will need to set their own career path. Please remember, because the jobs will be contractual in nature, the candidate or the student or the graduates must choose their own mentoring in the industry to mentor them how to take their career path, because there's no full-time jobs. So they have to decide and chalk out their own career path. Look at the transformation in terms of the value that is created. Career 1.0 in corresponding to 1.0 was job for survival. Career 2.0 corresponding to Industry 2.0 was job for power, money, authority and position. As I told you, this was the time where there were a lot of demand for more government jobs, civil servants. People aspired for to be IAS officers, IPS officers, banking jobs, etc. So there was more of government jobs where people were looking for making a career so that they will get more power, money, authority and position. Next, in the career 3.0, there was a real struggle for work-life balance because there was no particular time. There was time for going, incoming. There was no time for going out. So there are a lot of complaints, particularly from the IT sector in terms of job for work-life balance. Now, under career 4.0, you'll find the career is for skill-based, freelancing, project-based, and remote working jobs. So these are the 4 characteristic features that will define the career 4.0 under Industry 4.0. Now, with this scenario in the background, now this is for the youth, for the people, for the candidates to prepare themselves and go ahead with their career planning. So what industry will look for when we look at this career 4.0 or under career 4.0? 2 kinds of skills we are talking about, personal skills and the professional skills. Because to perform any job, you need 2 kinds of skill sets. Now, when you say personal skills, what do you call the competencies, basically? So these competencies as well as the professional skills or functional skills will be 2 important dimensions for career 4.0. Now, what are the top 10 personal skills that will be in demand for career 4.0? These are mentioned here. So it starts with complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, interpersonal relationship, emotional intelligence, CI, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation and cognitive flexibility. So the last point talks about learning lifetime. If you want to grow under career 4.0, you must be a lifelong learner. You must be ready for lifelong learning. So these are the 10 personal skills or other competencies that is expected from the candidate under career 4.0. So people, those who want to make their career must take care that these 4 areas, these 10 areas are given importance in terms of their development. Then what are professional and functional skills for career 4.0? If you look at them, here, please understand the professional skill itself is defined, denoting a person's adaptability to work with or around automation. So, gone are the days where literate persons were told people who were able to give a signature. But today, the definition of skill is all about a person who can work with or around the automation technology. Then you are called skilled. There's a basic definition of skilled. So under Industrial 4.0, these jobs will be out from the market. These all are based on certain research done by various international agencies. These kind of jobs will be out from the market because these jobs need a lot of repetition in their nature and a lot of mechanical works were happening. So the Industry 4.0, the automation and IoT has brought replacement for these jobs. So therefore, these jobs will be out from in the market. Now, when you say out, what are the new options now? Because these jobs will be out and you will have a new kind of jobs where your skill will be more important rather than the repetitive nature of this work. So when these changes are happening, what to do? What as a student, as a graduate, as a young youth, what you should do? There are two options. One is upskill and reskill. What is upskilling? It's expanding your current skill set. For example, if you are a sales executive for a company, then you must know digital marketing now. That is upskilling. Because here you have to cope with the new norms of the business. Earlier, as a sales executive, you are going to the customer making a call. Today, this is not a picture. You are going to share your PDF on WhatsApp, share by mail, ask them to see Instagram and social media sites. So whenever you are doing this, you must have the digital skills to do this. So that is upskilling. If you are a finance guy who is taking into financial sector, then you must have the SAP. You must have Oracle knowledge so that you can always go up in your career. Otherwise, you will be lagging behind. The second option is reskilling. Suppose you feel that the job you are currently in is not going to give you a career path going forward, then you must think of reskilling, leaving the current portfolio profile and get into a new skill set altogether, which may not be your current skill set, learning new skill. So if you look at the skill options available, classified, we're talking of upskilling, you have got digital marketing, data analytics, cyber security, etc. Then you've got reskilling, you have got ML, AI, automation technology, IoT, and NLP and cloud computing. Now, if you look at this, a guy who is into sales or finance or a human resource job, which is very traditional job right now, they can get into reskilling themselves with these courses or these kind of programs. Otherwise, they have to upskill themselves by getting into digital marketing, data science, cyber security. This is just an example of how you can upskill and reskill for your career. So this is a time to act now. Then what to do? The lesson here is diversify as much as possible. Gone are the days you can say, I am a marketing guy, I'm a finance guy, nothing. No, it won't work anymore now. You have to diversify as much as possible. Second point, look for the industry relevant courses. Now you have to upskill and reskill yourself. So let's look for the industry relevant courses. Academically designed courses are no more going to be helpful for you. Certificates of academic value only will not give you a job. So therefore look for industry relevant courses and register. Third point, don't neglect the soft skills. Please understand, in spite of the industrial revolution 4.0 and connectivity and digitization and all that, soft skills is going to dominate your job and career path. So don't neglect the soft skills. What soft skills we're talking about? The personal competencies that must be taken care. And fourth point, get ready for continuous upgradation and lifelong learning. You have to be a lifelong learner because the changes that are going to come will be very, very fast. And what is well latest today, tomorrow will be outdated. So you must be all your eyes and nose open to understand what's happening and upgrade yourself. So this is how you must begin your journey. So it's time. I will suggest to take the head start now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rath. Thank you for taking us through the industry revolution 1.0 to the 4.0 and how digitization transformation is impacting the job market. You've explained how students need to gear up for the future market by being prepared for the gig economy, basically the contract and temporary jobs. You emphasized on being multi-skilled. A student can no more classify himself as a finance or just a HR or just marketing. You need to be multi-skilled. And the best takeaway I feel for working towards career 4.0 is you need to be a learner throughout your life. So thank you so much for this enriching session. And now I invite our next speaker for the day, Ms. Siv Shakti, who is going to speak on career opportunities in digital marketing. Siv Shakti is a digital marketer by profession and passion. She initiated her career in 2012 and has 9 years of diligent work experience in digital marketing. She worked as a digital marketing manager in several companies where she trained more than 50 plus successful digital marketing professionals. I invite you to take over the next session. Thank you.
I'm Shakti. I'm working as a digital marketing head. I'm at a head at GAIPP for the past 3 years. Here I'm going to discuss about the topic under what are the career opportunities in the digital marketing career. So unlike many technical professional fields, the digital marketing domain, it provides you the multiple career opportunities for the multiple people. So for the youngsters, they are willing to join and they are treated like a legend in the and influential persons into the digital marketing field. Since I'm having 11 years of experience, I crossed over most of the IT domains and the career, where the people can suffer and struggle to get the career growth in their salary pattern and even for the career promotion pattern also. Whereas a digital marketing domain, you can be placed in the numerous various of the career opportunities. You can kickstart it. So you can get a more salary, what you can expect in terms of like a promotional promotions, career promotions also. So you can kickstart your career in the digital marketing field with the blindly. I can say that. I'm proudly say that I'm a digital marketer because I trained most of the people. I trained 50 people in the Madurai itself. Actually, locally, I'm conducting the training. So the 50 people I have molded up into the digital marketing field. I'm glad to work here also. Yes. So in where actually, what are the career opportunities you can get the highly paid? So that is I'm going to discuss here. The first opportunity is SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. So you all guys know that. So like optimization, it is nothing but you have to optimize the website according to the Google search engine guidelines. So whatever may be the so search engine codes, the business codes, you have to maintain the website as the business code to match with the business codes. That is a main important thing when you are considering the optimization. So bringing the traffic and the leads, it is the most hardest way to work in this field. So as a digital marketer, you have to focus these kind of the bucket of stress you have to take over, because the traffic engines means generating a traffic, it is a hard demanded skill. And the second thing is that generating the leads also, it is a hardest demand in web. So you need to focus as a digital marketing in like a SEO specialist. You have to take over the job and you have to take over the responsibility behind the scenario. So this is a responsibility of the SEO specialist. You can get a more highly paid in this job. And the second thing is content marketer and content writer also. Blog writer in a sense means which means like if you're writing the blog, anybody can writing the blog, but the different thing you have to apply that optimizing the blog, it is a different way. So according to the search engine guidelines, you have to write the content for the blog. So that is a main thing for the every blog writing and the content writing even too. We need to consider every search engine guidelines for the blog writing also. So this pattern, if you learn that, no, you can get a more highly job or paid job. So that will be the guaranteed. And the third thing is you can be placed as like email marketer. The third thing is email campaign. It is now every business people, every business professional, they have opened the account in the email itself, like the email into the mobile itself. So you carry on the email campaign with the most comfortable way, and which brings some more career opportunities. You can get the high paid also. So the fourth opportunity is you can be placed as a PPC campaign. So in where the paid ads, you can manage that. So in where actually you can get a huge amount of knowledge you have to gain by the learning itself, and you can kickstart your career in the PPC. So this is a career opportunities, and here a number of career opportunities are there to switch over. And if you have learned this, gain the skills, gain the knowledge through the professional learning, so you can get a number of opportunities, career opportunities. You can kickstart it. So keep learning. Thank you so much for the session.
Thank you, Siva, for taking this session on digital marketing and taking a deep dive into various aspects of the digital marketing and how the students can consider the different prospects that digital marketing offers, like having a career in search engine optimization or being an email marketer or a content writer. Thanks so much for your insights. Now I invite our last speaker for the day. He is Mr. Parcel, and he is going to talk on the topic career opportunities in automation and automotive industry. Parcel is a social influencer and a digital stonker.
Yes, thank you. So all of us are speaking about Industry 4.0 and Internet of Things, the machine learning, deep learning, digital marketing. Everything is seriously interesting, to be honest. Like, I should have prepared a lot, I think so, from your presentations, but put my best here. Like, you can just tell me if it is not good, or if it has some concerns within it, you can also open up. I'm just ready to accept all of those things. So with the permission granted from all of you, I'm just moving forward. So here is the super digital marketing, the next big thing. Why I put this topic called super digital marketing, like when everyone just goes and moves around with the digital marketing, etc. What's there in super digital marketing? You know, as the word suggests, it's really the super digital marketing. I'm not going to cover the entire aspect of almost those stuff. Instead, I'm just going to make it precise and, only going to target on one particular technology that can really make digital marketing as a super digital marketing. So let's move now. So here you just check out the topic called Neurosciencing the digital marketing through deep learning. Most of us know what is called neuroscience. Neuroscience is about, just working with the, brain signals to capture the mindset of audience, the psychology of a people or a friend or your mother or your girlfriend, whatever it is. You'll be just doing that. So studying neuroscience may sound a bit difficult, but in terms of deep learning, it's completely coded. It's completely end-to-end coded. So that's why we are going to see how the digital marketing is being neuroscienced with the deep learning. So here you guys have to understand that emotional intelligence, we know, right? Emotional intelligence, what's like emotional intelligence? We be, dealing with our emotions, happiness, anger, greed, everything will be just dealing with. And when that emotions completely goes up, we are losing our mind. Especially a lot of time I did. Most of the people are also doing that. But when the intelligence cracks through the 90% by putting the emotions down below 10%, we are obviously going to rock this boat. we can really make ourselves a superhuman. But most of us don't do that. Like even the fact, like 7% or 8% of the brain is only used. But we are here going to speak about how the 90% of the human brain is going to be, targeted, and it's going to be codified, and it's going to be really brought into the limelight. So here, the emotional intelligence, it's not a big game here, or it's not a big explanation here I'm going to give you. It's about how the emotional intelligence meets the core artificial intelligence. As you know, the artificial intelligence is completely about intelligence, not the emotions. And that's why they say artificial intelligence, not the artificial emotions. So let's move into the thing. So before we just dive into the deep learning and how that's going to make this digital marketing as a super digital marketing, we simply understand some concepts from different aspects. So basically we know the concepts, what are those things actually working out, and let's see what are those. So here you see, here I brought the common questions like digital marketing. What is digital marketing basically? And what is artificial intelligence? From a different aspect, I put up my own definition here from my basic understanding. If something is wrong, I'm ready to take your advice, because you are industry lords and I'm just a fledgling entrepreneur. So I'm ready to take all those things and, scale up myself. So here you have the digital marketing, a single or a bunch of attention snatching technique done digitally through various platforms and formats to bring the crowd based on the psychology, the trends, needs, and wants. Whereas the artificial intelligence is a pack of predefined codes fit into a software or a software packed hardware to achieve some possible human work effectively. These are my definitions. So here what I'm trying to say is digital marketing is all about psychology. A successful marketing can be achieved when you understand the people mind and the psychology of their entire brain system. So that is pretty much difficult as of now. We have to be a saint to do that. Whereas in this, artificial intelligence, the basic artificial intelligence, it's a code-defined working model than a comprehensive real-world adapter. We will be putting on some codes to the system or to the bot that works accordingly, and work accordingly, or deliver some, or just get some work done. Rather, it won't be like dealing with emotional intelligence and change adaptively to various environments and situations. So here you see, in digital marketing, the artificial intelligence is used for chatbot. Chatbot. Dr. Muthu is building his own chatbot with artificial intelligence. So in dealing with the community, social media automations like bringing the suggestions list, bringing the close friends near to you throughout the circles, these are all done through the artificial intelligence, of course. And then the face recognitions. Obviously, most of you would be using the latest technology mobiles, which recognizes your face and just switches on or opens up. So, and apart from that, moving to gaming also, most of the artificial intelligence has been done, other technologies also done. But still, these things fail to achieve the efficiency in bringing the results of the digital marketing. Why? What's the reason? Like why even though these technologies cannot, bring the right marketing and targeting onto the customers? From my aspect, I say, is super targeting the real solution? Yes, of course, that's going to be the real solution. Two reasons that really, brings us down from achieving this super marketing, or just marketing or targeting the people exactly. The first reason is they are not as fast as human mind's dynamics. A normal human mind changes its desirability and likability over a product or an idea with seconds and minutes. With this, how come a product even shown on suggestion list can be sold within a short span of time? It's the most of the time not possible. Why? What's the reason? Because when one person just checks out some products, it just brings a lot of suggestion list to you, and those suggestion list, you may not be in the mindset. He may not be in the mindset to really buy, because he may like it now, but after some time he may not like it. It may be a minute or hour or a day. So you don't really have a clear shot on the customers, right? Seriously, we don't have the customers. So that's why it's one of the important reasons. The second reason is these are a still predefined codes which cannot read the human mind. For reading the human mind, it seriously requires some neuroscience to work within it. And that's why we need the deep learning technique rather than the basic artificial intelligence or the machine learning, which is the second stage of artificial intelligence, deep learning is the most important thing we have to really take care of about. An approach of bots designed to eliminate the mistakes, rather I can say an approach on bots, designed to eliminate the mistakes done through machine learning. Because in machine learning, it can make mistakes, and once you fit that, it automatically takes information inside. But in deep learning, it's not doing like that. It's totally different, right? Deep learning just adapts itself to the environment. Deep learning just immediately learns through billions of puzzles and calculations and immediately make a decision faster than a human being. So it's said like the human can make a decision, but the deep learning would have already delivered you the product with the right discounts and etc. So think about it really. So I can really say that it sounds like a Stephen Hawking's voice machine. Of course, yeah. Stephen Hawking cannot, he's just got paralyzed completely. He cannot just deliver whatever the voice through physical sense or verbal sense. He needs a machine. So that we call it a Stephen Hawking's voice machine. But that cannot be carried out to our entire life, obviously, because we don't even carry our, mobiles. We are just even moving to the smartest device available now through virtual reality and artificial intelligence, augmented reality. Like that. So what that application could be, rather than being a bulkier, Stephen Hawking's kind of voice machine or a mind reading machine, it's going to be very simple on your smartphone. It's going to be seriously, updated onto your smartphone, and that's going to be the different game. So as a result, just imagine about how it looks like snapping the desirability and likability factor of the human brain on a product or service you offer when he checks out your post on the Facebook or Insta and shooting the best offers immediately to him. That's going to be seriously crazy. If that happens, ultimately 99.9% of the sales is done completely. No need of any MNC support, no need of any digital marketing support. Sorry to say that digital marketing support, but that's the factor. If you bring that application onto your mobile or device or onto your office even, you don't really need to just ask your colleague. You really can just read his mind, what he is going on. Is he thinking about Kim Kardashian, or is he thinking about Mercedes, or he's just working calmly and quietly? Everything can be really learned, and that's going to, however, restrict, but seriously, that will help us to achieve the best sales in business. And that's what the importance of deep learning, that we need to think and end up in the, I think so that may just take at least a decade, but I really, await to see that thing hitting our shows and getting our life crazier. Thank you.